Hey guys, TazManiaAhmed here and welcome to a new video. As I quite enjoyed making my little videos last week about the last messenger, liar, deluded or truthful, I thought I'd carry on making videos about the books I've received from iEra, which is a website where you can download different booklets on different topics about the religion of Islam. So today I've decided I'm going to read from this one called Life After Life, we can see here. So let's get started again, same as last 2 weeks. I'll have the text on one side and me reading in the background so you guys can follow on. So yeah, let's begin. Life after life. Imagine you find yourself imprisoned in a strange land. You have been imprisoned for several weeks. One day, two guards come to your cell. With them is a man dressed in a suit carrying a brown briefcase. They stand in front of your cell door. The man in the suit pulls out a piece of paper from the briefcase. He mentions your name, then hands you the paper. It reads, "In about 1 hour from reading this, you will die. It might be a bit more or a bit less than an hour, but when your time is up, you will not be able to escape the punishment, death. No one has ever escaped from this punishment except through one way, those who have completed a single simple task. If you complete this task, you will live. Indeed, not only will you live, but your life will be unimaginably better than it is right now. This task will take no more than 5 minutes of the 1 hour you have left. The task is to call your mother and tell her that she is the only mother you have, that you appreciate and are grateful for all she has done for you, and that you should ask her to forgive you for anything that you've done to upset her. That's it. You will be given a smartphone, your mother's number is stored on it, and all you need to do is turn it on, find the number and call her. You have 1 hour. Having finished reading, you look up. The man in the suit hands you a smartphone and leaves with the guards. What will you do? It may seem obvious, but what you are not told is that this phone is also connected to your text messages and social media accounts. And when you turn it on, the email, text and social media notifications start appearing on the screen, including your lawyer who has been messaging you that he can get you out. Barely thinking, you begin to flick through the messages, reading and then responding to them. The distraction is instant, yet prolonged. At the back of your mind, you remember that you only have 1 hour, but you keep telling yourself you have plenty of time. Half an hour later, a guard comes. "Did you complete the task?" he asks. You look up confused, barely remembering why you were given the phone in the first place. The guard leaves and calls. Start coming from your lawyer. You answer. He's promising he can get you out, and at the same time he's telling you that your modest investment that you made with him is making massive amounts of money. Everyone is talking about how rich you are, and that surely no one would dare do anything to you. You're worth more alive. Then you hear the sound of marching feet. You look up and there are the guards again. 6 of them this time, dressed in black. They are holding heavy chains. The hour is up. This is an example of the life of this world. Your life, however long, is really like an hour of a day. A moment. In this moment, that is your life, you have a simple task. Acknowledge there is only one God. To do so is natural and rational and obvious. Deep down, you already know that there is a great, wise and mighty being that has created you and this universe, and that he provides for all and controls all things. Acknowledge his blessings and ask him for forgiveness. Thank him and him alone. Worship him alone and do not make anything equal with him. It won't take much time in your life to do that. Not much time at all. Like 5 minutes of the hour, that is your life. If you do this, you will get an eternal life of bliss. Paradise. A place of complete peace, happiness and joy, where everything you could dream of and hope for will be there, and more. Things that your heart cannot even imagine, and your mind cannot even conceive. You will never get old, or tired, or bored, or hungry, or thirsty, or too hot, or too cold. Every moment in that place will be better than the moment before it. But the life of the world distracts you. It distracts you until the moment when your time is up, but by then it's too late. Certainly, when you are in the grave, you will come to know with absolute certainty the reality that this life distracted you from. This life was just a test. Passing this test involved something incredibly simple, easy, and natural. To testify that there is one true source of success and happiness, the Creator, who has no equal and no rival. To ask your Creator for forgiveness for your mistakes and be thankful by trying to live your life according to the guidance that He has sent. But the life of the world distracts you. Death is the reality that will confront us all. It is absolutely certain. You will not escape it. The rich and poor, healthy and sick, young and old, men and women, black and white, from the east or west, death will reach them all. So what have you prepared for the life to come? What have you done to save yourself from its perils and trials? Do you really imagine that you will be left and not held to account for all that you have done and for all that you have failed to do? No, certainly you will be asked every atom's weight of good and every atom's weight of evil will be known on a day about which there is no doubt. This is a day of accounting, the day of reckoning, the day of judgment. Every injustice and every wrong will be made right, and then you will be presented with your scroll of deeds. Whoever's scale is heavy with good will go to the gardens of delight. Whoever's scale of deeds is heavy with evil, for them is the burning fire of endless pain and suffering, where its inhabitants will neither live nor will they die. A suffering that will only increase eternally. Death will approach them from every side, but they will not die. Bear in mind that the present life is just a game, a diversion, an attraction, a cause of boasting among you, of rivalry in wealth and children. It is like plants that spring up after the rain. Their growth at first delights the sowers, but then you see them wither away, turn yellow, and become stubble. There is terrible punishment in the next life, as well as forgiveness and approval from God. The life of this world is only an illusionary pleasure. The Quran, chapter 57, verse 20. Think. Where do you want to spend your eternity? The day of judgment is true. Hellfire is true. Paradise is true. This is the certain truth. But the life of the world distracts you. And there we have it, this book, Life After Life. I hope you've enjoyed me reading from it, and if you have, then be sure to check out Ira on the link below, where you can find different booklets which can be downloaded for free or posted to you if you're living within the UK. So my final message, as it was in the previous video, is that if you are interested in Islam, then please continue your research and have hope that Allah will guide you to the truth and you will become a Muslim one day, inshallah. And obviously keep me in your du'as as well. And if I've made any mistakes while reading this, then I pray that Allah forgives me for it. And if you guys have enjoyed this video, please be sure to comment below whether you want me to carry on doing this little series I'm doing at the moment, where I'm reading for booklets, as I quite enjoy doing it. So if it's beneficial for you guys, it's beneficial for me as well. So, you know, let's see what happens. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe and share, and see you next time, inshallah, and peace.